Okay, well, that was interesting. Before we begin, I would like to make an announcement. Okay, well, it wasn't really me making the announcement, but yeah, this is Lure of the Temptress by Revoloution Software, or Revolution, as they're now called. And this demo is interesting because it has a few differences from the finished version, and also some differences from the Atari ST demo, which I covered in a different video, but I will be comparing both of them. And one of the first things that struck me, well, didn't strike me, there is no lightning in this scene. A little crashing of thunder and stale. There are some other things that I will point out that will also perhaps a little bit more mood lighting in the Atari ST. I will compare some of the shots. But let's get started. I won't bore you with the details of the story, but basically we are this guy imprisoned and we need to escape. There are a couple of hotspots that we can choose from. Let's start with the window. Now, right-clicking on the window will provide the description. The tiny window is set high in the damp stone wall. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually that tiny, but that high. Yeah, it's perspective, I think. Now the right will give you an addition. In this case, it's look through, which is completely pointless as it's out of reach. But that's basically how you interact with all the objects on screen. So the straw pile you can look at. This pile of stinking straw has severed. Has severed. This pile of stinking straw has served as your bed since your arrival. Now we can get it, and that would only be clutching at straws, which is a pun, I believe. It's quite funny if you think about it. Well, what else is there? There is this crack, which affords us a view in the adjacent room, which is great if we can actually view it. This is a serf, which is a kind of a manservant, and there's fire in the background. You can't actually interact with any of them, as in, can't click on anything. The cell door, always nice. Oh, there he is. Well, yeah, we can't really do anything with it, although it gives it a lot of options. Close, which is pointless, probably lock, open. Can we open it? No, it's locked. Let's have a look at this thing again. Oh, the cell. Stench of filth emanates from the pile of straw, which has provided you with bedding. Many times you have seen the heavy oak doors swing open to herald another monotonous visit from your squirrel captor. Illumination from a tiny window and the feeble glow from a torch fail to pierce the farthest shadows of the cell. There are some shadows indeed. Ah, there he is. Yeah, so that little annoying noise is the sound that the rack makes and the agony that dude is in. So we set out to stop that atrocity, but let's see what else there is to do before we escape. Because this guy you can click on and you can ask about the leather cord, the rack, the leather cord. Which leather cord? Is that the cord from the other guy's cell? Hey, scroll, wait. Yeah, okay, so you can't actually ask him anything. Torch. Nah, he won't answer. Can we bribe him? No. Talk to? Yeah, we can talk to him. Good morning. I trust you are well. Quiet, Phil. Passing the time with humans come ain't much more fun except for the taunting and torturing. Well, thank you for your fine hospitality. What? Oh, we can even... Okay. Well, stretching on the rack, so we're gonna be next. There's nothing else we can do here, so let's see if we can get out of here by manipulating the torch, pulling it, as we can't get it. Torch falls out on the bed now, and a little mouse escaped there. That was quite cool. In the Atari ST, you can actually keep standing in front of the fire, and the guard will rush past you and think that you've set yourself on fire. But in the PC demo, we are going to move away from this so-called escape attempt. Well, yeah, he's going to be pissed off, and we have to move quickly though, because, well, I thought I was quick enough, but I wasn't, because this is actually the end of the demo. No end screen or nothing. This just returns to DOS, and we have to do the whole thing again. Because we have the turbo button, which basically allows us to skip at a tremendous pace. So where were we? Can we do it while this guy is here? We can. Yeah, well, that's great. Saves us some time. Again, he will be following after us, so we're gonna close the door and we're gonna lock it. And that kind of solves the issue of the guard. And we can have a look at him at the grill. Not to be confused with the cooking grill. But this is actually spelled with an E at the end. I'll kill him. I'll eat him. I'll break arms, chop tongue, spill blood, grind bones. Yeah, it's funny, this. Okay, so in this room, it's very hard to see, but there's a knife here. Well, actually, it's not hard to see. It's impossible to see, but well, pixel hunting was part of the puzzling back then. Slim-bladed dagger glints wickedly in the light of the torch. Well, perhaps they forgot to animate that, or it's in the full version. I have to check. But we're gonna get that knife because we're gonna need it for a few things. Although there are swords here, which we can't interact with, we can look at them. And there's also weapons here, which you think, wow, they're gonna be cool. But it seems there is no way of releasing them from the storage rack. And then you're gonna think about, well, how does that work actually? Well, anyway, continuing with the skulls. Victims of the score, no doubt. Bottle, we're gonna take that bottle. Get or use. Well, the use option now, we can use the knife on the bottle, which is pretty pointless. The sack, carelessly tossed in the corner. We can open it, but there is a leather-bound cord, which is very useful when you have a knife. Now, that little ping was the sound effect of cutting open that sack. Yeah. And you think there's nothing in there except some guts or something, but if you click on it, it says, amongst the rubbish, you notice a cheap, dull coin, which you pick up. Which is cool. We have a coin now, I think. What else is there? There's a barrel, which we're gonna use later. But first, we're going to visit our friend here, who is kind of placed in the same way as we looked at him from our cell, which is actually to the left of us, which makes this well, incorrect, I guess. Anyway, details. Have mercy, I can't tell you nothing, I'm just whatever. This is the serf that we can rescue, and we can rescue him by actually untying him, and you can do that with the rack and then using the knife. You can also kill him, which we're not gonna do, but it's possible. Okay, the knife does nothing. Use the knife. Okay, perhaps we should talk to him first. We can say things like, do not be alarmed, your suffering will soon be over. I don't know if that's friendly or anything, but my lord, I shall be your humble servant, if you can but free me from this horrible machine. Can we do it now? We probably can, but let's talk to him some more. Your shrieks have driven me to distraction. Well, yeah, that's because they were like neighbors. Sorry, my lord, perhaps you could cut out my tongue so I won't disturb you? I like this guy. He's got humor. Examine the bottle. Okay, where did that come from? Was that me? Okay, right-clicking on myself. Drink. Drink bottle. It is to be empty. Okay, look. Okay, this is the torture room. I get it. Yeah. Okay, let's use the knife now. We can. And nothing happens though. Oh, there is the leather cord. The rack. Where is that leather cord? Jeez. Ah, here it is. Ah, another ping. I am Ratpouch, your loyal servant. Okay, cool. Now, I think if we click on this door, yeah, he starts walking around, and then eventually leaves here to the left. So we're not gonna do that. That's completely lost control of the character here. There is, yeah. Let's just move on. There's a barrel here, and it has a tap, which is not visible at the moment. But if we look at it, then the tap becomes available. And with that, we can use the bottle. Oh, and that chiming, that chiming, it's funny because I think in the Atari ST you'll hear some bloop 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 sound, but here it's actually chimes, so interesting. And yeah, that's it. Where did my friend go? Is he not coming? I thought he would be like, okay, Ratpouch. Can we talk to him? Okay, tell. Oh yeah, that's what a lot we can ask him about the squirrel finish and then open and then finish. Okay. Well, whatever you're gonna do, we're gonna finish the demo because it's already taking quite a lot of time. We forgot about the prisoner. A cloth pouch hangs from his belt. Yeah, that's interesting. The prisoner we're going to talk to because he's going to end the demo. But he has a little pouch somewhere here. We're going to have a look at that because I'm not sure if it functions as anything in the full version. Made of cloth. Contents are soft and weigh very little. So that must be drugs then, right? Can we get it? The pouch is firmly fixed. Okay, so we can use the knife. As you try to release the pouch, you slit the coarse material and the dry and dusty contents spill out, dispersing as they fall. You notice an odd pungent smell reminiscent of lavender and stitchwork. There's a stitch wart. Okay. And the prisoner says, eh? Okay, well, anyway, he wants water. That was what we were all getting the bottle and everything, so we're gonna give that to him. Accept this bottle. You can also give him the knife. Then he will says just accept the knife, but he won't. He wants water. And he is apparently Wolf, a humble trader, arrested for treason. He tells us to find the blacksmith, and the girl is in danger. There is a traitor in the village. Ooh. But how can we escape? Well, unfortunately, as this is only a demo, I'm going to die before telling you how to escape the. And that's it. That's it for the demo. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. This was an insight in the demonstration version of Lure of the Temptress. I would recommend also watching the Atari ST demo. It has a lot more artwork that was not put in the final version. This one, if I may prefer, I think I prefer the Atari ST version when it comes to overall ambience, and this version, the PC version, is just a little bit too polished and doesn't really convey the dank atmosphere of a prison dungeon. But well, anyway, there you go.